Hey everyone, and thank you for making it to my next response. The UX design process that I practice is user-centered design, or UCD. I want to make note here that I go over the UCD process in great depth on the My Process page. The UCD process that I learned consists of 5 Ds. Those Ds are discovery, define, design, development, and deploy. The 6th underlying D is optimization, and that is because optimization is a key factor in each one of these phases and in future phases. I am going to go over each one of these phases coming up next. So moving into discovery. In the discovery phase, this is a great opportunity for the team to gain a better understanding of the stakeholder and their business. And we can do this by finalizing business objectives and then using those business objectives to prioritize KPIs. At this point, we can basically consider that we have a really good understanding of the business and its goals, and so we can focus on the user and their needs. With the stakeholder, we create proto-personas. Now, these proto-personas are based on assumption, so it's important to remember that they need validation. Validation can occur prior to the discovery workshop. And some things we can do to help validate our proto-personas are things like interviewing our users, surveying our users, or creating user scenarios. And these are just to name a few. So once we've finalized our proto-personas, we can then move on to finalizing our features. And this is an important step to bring back those KPIs. Using those KPIs as a guide, we can prioritize our features. The next D is definition. And in this phase, we continue to research our user, but we start to finalize what it is we are going to build for them. We use tools like card sorting, site mapping, user journeys, screen mapping, content mapping, wireframing, and user testing to aid in our research. It's important to remember that user testing should occur after each phase. After the definition phase, the product or interface starts to take shape in the design phase. First, art direction is established and applied to a style tile. Once the style tile is approved, the concept can be applied to a wireframe with the most complexity. After approval, design will be applied to the remaining wireframes. For future design, a style guide and pattern library are created. Next is development. This is when the beast comes alive. A big hats off to the development team for making the magic happen. A UX designer should see a project through, so it is important for them to be available to answer questions through the dev phase. Deployment phase is the home run stretch to launch. This is when SEO and analytics are completed. User testing is performed to aid in cleanup before launch. Deployment should not be the final phase. Continued optimization is key to a product or interface's survival. Some believe you never reach optimization. I like this idea because if you continue to optimize, you continue to improve. And in my opinion, that is important for the longevity of a successful product or interface.